then can I get in sopranos, altos, tenors, and basses, please?
You guys go around a little more.
So, I'm going to say to you the opposite of what I've said to both of the people in front of you. And that is, because there's so much motion, because this piece is so slow, there's so much motion, forward motion that needs to happen. So like when they're holding a long note, for example, so noble unbelievers. Right, so I had some of the other folks like not conduct the pattern. You may have to give a pattern or give something else to ensure that they're still singing with that forward motion. Can I have the F sharp, Dr. Harris? True heart is made noble. Like do something so that they know to grow, otherwise that long note is going to be stagnant. I like your cutoff with your fingertips on arch. True heart. I like that. Did you do that on purpose? And I see a little bit of a syllabic stress on things like producing it. Let me see a little bit more of that. Okay. Here, let's start from the top.
Is made noble and religious by the mind producing it.
Are they going at the tempo you want?
No.
I'm watching you conduct and I feel like they're behind you.
True art is made noble and religious by the mind producing it. For those who feel it, nothing makes the soul so religious and pure as the endeavor to create something better.
Now, I feel like the entrances aren't as solid as they could be, largely because I feel like they need a little bit more prep. For example, if they're going to sing a quarter note, their prep should be the same length of whatever you want, whatever they're coming in on. So if it's true art at the beginning, true, and it should be in tempo. True art, whatever that is. And so, sorry, right? So one of the reasons they were a bit slower is because you didn't give them a very clear prep because you were still conducting soul for the sopranos. Nothing makes the soul so really. While they're singing soul, you got to give everybody the prep in tempo that you want them to sing. All right, one more time. Start from for those who feel it. So I'm gonna push back. You're doing so many good things, so I'll be nitpicky with you. So your prep was shorter than the note they sang.
Okay.
Make your prep for 4 the same length as the word for. Now stop again. You did what you were supposed to do. And some of the singers took a breath that wasn't equal to your prep. I'm going to challenge the singers now to take a breath that is equal to the prep that you did. Soul, start prepping the rest of those folks for so religious. Nothing makes the soul heal. We have a triplet there, and so you're conducting the macro beat, yes? So you can give a prep in the macro beat. So they can feel right? So think about giving the macro beat instead of can I have the F sharp, Dr. Harris? Nothing makes us whole. Sing it for me.
Nothing makes the
sopranos, nothing.
Nothing makes the soul so religious and pure as the endeavor endeavor
So
to
just do the triplet
create.
do that triplet in the macro beat. As the endeavor. One more time, start it, nothing makes us whole.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
So when doing the breath of the macro beat, is that, how can I make that to where the whole entire phrase, or does that keep the entire phrase of the line?
What are you, so you're in 3 in that next bar. So if you give them the macro beat, because that's what you're conducting, right? You're not doing this.
Yeah.
So it'll keep the rest of that bar moving. What, is that answering your question?
Or things, because it's like religious and pure as the endeavor.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you lifting there? Rephrase your question. I'm not sure I understand your question.
Yeah, so for the sentence,
Mhm.
I'm just religious and pure, and then I'm trying to just keep the line going so
Mhm.
that it doesn't.
So you can put the prep in the fermata. You can add that prep into the rest of as they're holding it, you can begin the prep into the next bar.
All right.
I'm sorry, I had a slow moment. COVID burn. Here we go. That's a very good question, though.
Nothing makes the soul.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing makes the soul so religious and pure as the endeavor to create something other. For God is perfection.
Let's stop here. So macro versus, accented versus unaccented syllables. So, and she writes here an accent over the syllabic, the word that would have been stressed in the word, for example, perfection. So can you show me more on fe? And that's on Sean.
Okay.
It's interesting that you bring up that fermata. This is the thing that I hate about this piece. I love everything else about this piece, but the way the text works, I feel like in some places she sets it off. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Start from for God is
For God is perfection.
Stop again. You're doing a beautiful job. I do think you may be doing too much right at the beginning.
Okay.
It's mezzo piano. I think maybe there's. You can even conduct the words, as we would do in Black Church growing up. I have a little experience in Black Church. Go ahead.
For God is
So we're gonna use this Michelangelo text as a motto for you as you're conducting this piece. So, like, true art is made noble and religious as the mind producing it. Like all of this that we do to create art is striving after that which is noble and that which is perfect, and we're striving after God and all these things. What is the creativity in you? So it's so easy to be a conductor and to just conduct the pattern. What would it look like if you conducted the music and not the pattern? What if you created perfect art with your hands and with the choir, devoid of pattern, starting at for God is perfection? What might that be? I'm gonna pick on you a little bit more. Close your eyes and do it.
Okay.
How did y'all feel about what just happened? I'm sitting over here, Dr. Harris and I looked at each other. I was like, that boy better conduct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I felt that thing. Shut him out. Yeah, and I think that was good. That was good. That was good. I need you to get out of the. We know you know how to conduct a pattern. In this piece, it requires a little bit more nuance. Like I gave the example of the black church, but it's one of those things. If you see a black choir director conducting total praise, they're not going to be like, Lord, I. It's going to be, Lord, I will lift my. It's going to be that sort of thing. I'd like to see you think a little bit more like that when you're conducting.
Can you do that again? I didn't catch it. I just wanted to see it one more time.
I'm not studying you, Dr. I've been hollering all week. I have no voice. Dr. Harris gonna have me in here. No voice. I'm having you sound a mess. All right, thank you. That's all I want to see. That's good.
Thank you.